off Bourbon Street. I don't want nobody on Bourbon Street. Who said too late? All right, if you're going to go to Bourbon Street, just be careful what you do on Bourbon Street. Right? They say what happens on Bourbon Street stays on Bourbon Street. If you drink too much bourbon, it's simply going to stay on that street. Well, it's an honor to be here. My name is Coach D. Darrell Andrews. I'm a workforce development motivator consultant. Been involved with workforce development for 2 decades. And I'm going to share in a moment why I got involved with this particular field. I absolutely love workforce development. You're going to hear in a few moments. I'm a byproduct of it. And I think the combination of workforce development and education can change outcomes for millions of people in this country. So I want you to do something, because we as Americans, I saw an article in USA Today and it said, America, the land of the free and home of the rude. And people don't smile anymore. I blame it on the rappers, though. But we don't smile anymore. So once you look at somebody, give them a handshake, smile, and say, "How you doing today?" Shake somebody's hand. Smile more. I mean, when you come in your office, go shake someone and say, "How you doing today?" They'll say, "What's wrong with you?" Yeah. Shake your hand, so I'm shaking them. Smile. So yeah, but so I want to lay a foundation if I can. I have a lot of information I want to share. This information is from personal experience. This information is from professional experience. So you're going to get a confluence of both. But I think that it's always important to know why a speaker does, speaks on what they speak on. So let me lay the foundation for you. Some of you have heard this before, some of you have not. If you heard it before, just go along with it. Don't steal my speech, just listen. If you have not, then, hopefully this information will inspire you. I was born and raised in the city of Syracuse, New York. Anybody heard of Syracuse? Syracuse, New York. I was raised by a single mom on the public welfare system. My father left home when I was 1 month old. Leaving my mother with the responsibility of raising 2 boys on her own with an 8th grade education. In my family, we had a 100% middle school dropout rate. Nobody made it past the 8th grade. So in my family, we lived in abject poverty. It was bad. But let me tell you something. Some of you can relate to this and understand it. How many know that sometimes being in poverty doesn't mean that you don't have joy and happiness? How many, you know what I mean? How many get like your grandmoms and your grandpops? As a matter of fact, sometimes some of them folks were a little bit nicer back then than what we see today. You know what I mean? Just were really something special. So it was tough, but it wasn't bad. All right. So, but my mom had got to the point where she was looking at our situation, and she had 2 boys, and she said, what kind of example am I going to be to these 2 boys? What can I do to show them a different pathway? Because she would try to find role models. Come on, here, 2 seats right here, 3 seats right here, right front row. Come on, there you go. You got your name up, don't you? Hey, where you going? Right, walk on workshop. I'm like, 2, go back there. I'm sorry, that's a break. There you go, that's it. So, my mother said, enough. She said, enough. I got to do something. I'm trying to find role models for my boys. I can't find them. She said, I'm tired of looking for role models. I'm going to become one. So, right at that time, there was a workforce development program in the city of Syracuse, New York. Big emphasis was on adult GED programs. And the gentleman that ran that program, was so serious about getting people into the program. Very similar to what you see with WEO or out-of-school youth nowadays. He went and knocked on doors. He lived with every project in Syracuse, New York, every community in Syracuse, he knocked on doors, he and his team. And so, his name was Mr. Head. And Mr. Head came and knocked on our door. And my mom answered, and he shared, he's running this workforce development program, help you get your high school diploma, and on and on. Good 60 to 70% of people in our building we're in say, we don't think we're not interested in this. I mean, 80 to 90%. My mom said, I'm listening. I'm listening. And so he was able to talk my mom into joining this workforce development program in Syracuse, New York. Now, it was difficult because, when you've been doing something for a long time, it's hard to change your mindset. Because your mindset, your paradigm is kind of locked into doing things a certain way. But Mr. Head was determined to stay with her and commit to her, and she was determined. So I used to enjoy it as a kid because I was in school. I was a little kid, 6 years old, 7 years old, and she would come home, from school, and I would come home from school, and I would love to say things like, Mom, are you going to do your homework or what? It looked like that. You're doing your homework, it's like, boy, people have to tell your mom. And, but she stayed the course. And so, many times, how many know in programs, workforce programs, you have people that want to quit and give up. Now, some people will just say, basically, there's nothing I can do about that. Mr. Head wasn't trying to hear that. He would come by the house. If you didn't show up, like, where are you? You know, he would call, and then sometimes he would have to sit down and talk to her, and he would say, Connie, these two boys need you. They need to see an example of what it means to break through. And if you do it, they'll do it. Because they're going to model your image. They're going to model what they see in you. And so many times she wanted to give up because she had transportation issues, she had child care issues, you know, all the things we hear over and over and over again. But these people refused to allow her to quit. And so finally she made it, and she ended up graduating. And she became the first person in my family to end up with a high school diploma. First person. And she was also named the class valedictorian. You know? And I jokingly say, she gave her class valedictorian speech in a full-length leather suit. In the month of June. Like 122 degrees out. Mom had on a leather suit. She was wearing that thing too. I remember saying to her, I was a little boy, I always had the ability to communicate a little bit. So Mom was up there and said, Mom, you sure do look hot up there. Really hot, 90 degrees leather suit. But as a result of that circumstance, this is why I love workforce development. Because of that workforce development experience, she went on and got additional education at a community college. They stayed with her throughout that process. She ended up graduating from this program. It wasn't a degree, but it was like a diploma, some kind of training. As a result, she landed a job that changed our lives forever. Don't tell me being for employment can't change your life forever. She landed a job with a company by the name of Allegheny Airlines in customer service. Today, Allegheny Airlines is U.S. Air Incorporated, was just purchased by American Airlines. And we went from abject poverty in the city of Syracuse, New York, to now traveling all over the United States of America for free. Because when your parent works for the airlines, you don't have to pay a dime. First place my mom took us to Disney World. I thought I'd died and gone there. Came back home, my Mickey hat on and wore it proud. But I'm saying all that to say this, you know, life changed for us because of the power of workforce development. Everything shifted. My mother landed that employment, and that's why I do this. And I'm jumping ahead, I don't want to jump ahead now, but I end up running my own programs because I realize if you can get one person to shift their outcomes, the long-term impact it has on other people. So my hope, and you're listening to my workshop today, you're going to think generationally. We're not going to no longer look at that person or just one. We're going to look, what is the impact way down the line with the work that we're doing, so it has a greater sense of meaning and significance in what we're doing. Now, as a result of my mother doing what she did, my life changed. You know, and I became a first-generation college graduate. You know what I mean? I was the first person that walked across the stage and wrapped my hand around a college degree. Y'all should show me some love. That was hard. I worked hard to get that 2.5 I worked hard, you know, and went to work for a Fortune 500 company by the name of Abbott Laboratories. Abbott Diagnostics Division, became one of their top sales reps and regional trainers, and ended up leaving that years ago later because I wanted to do this. I wanted to make impact. And started my own workforce development programs. And you know, then I started getting calls from corporations to speak at their events. There's some pictures going to fly down to speak to all these Walmart senior managers worldwide. Walmart has a private jet. Can you believe that? There are 23 of them. And so if any of you ever want to bring me to speak to your organization, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know, but no, I want to speak to them on striving for excellence, which is when their top core value. They want somebody to speak on that subject. So I was able to talk about it. And you know, then I've written books. I'm in a book called Chicken Soup for the African American Soul. It came out many years ago, became a New York Times bestseller. My story, 5 Garbage Bags and a Dream, is one of the top stories in that book. And so I was with Dr. Maya Angelou, and we were book signings in North Carolina with the book, and Magic Johnson and I spoke at conferences. Now this lady down at the bottom, I'm really excited about. All the people I've met over the years, I'm really excited about this lady. That is Maria from Sesame Street. And she and I were keynote speakers at the National PTA. There's somebody high five and say, "You're a difference maker, baby." Tell me that, say, "You're a difference maker, baby." None of this would have happened without workforce development. None of it. When that that program shifted my mother's outcomes and shifted mine. My brother graduated from high school. I graduated from, my brother graduated from college. I graduated from college. Now I'm happy to have 4 of the most beautiful children on the planet. I mean, you know, they good looking too, look just like their daddy. 4 of the most beautiful kids you ever want to see in your life. You know, this dude right home, this dude right here. Now this is my namesake. That's Daryl Andrews Jr. That's my dude. He's got up done with his first year of college. I called him this morning. I said, "What you doing?" He said, "Sleeping." I said, "You enjoying yourself?" He said, "Yeah, Dad, I worked hard." I said, "Boy, you about another week or so. Where you going to get up and get a job?" You know, but he's home. You know, I found out that he goes to one of the top art and animation schools in the United States. He wants to be an animator and a filmmaker. He goes to a school called Ringling College of Art and Design in Sarasota, Florida. Could you imagine that you went to school in Sarasota, Florida? You wear shorts and flip-flops all the time. That ain't college. You know? And so I'm really proud of him and what he's doing. He won $700,000 in scholarships. His school cost $262,000. I'm the happy one for that, y'all. I never pay a dime. Yeah. You know, he won a bunch of scholarships. This beautiful young lady here is my daughter, Sophia. She's the feisty one in the family. Anybody got the feisty one in the family? Woo, she's feisty, but you know what? She's driven, motivated. She right now just landed about 4 hours ago with her mom in Nairobi, Kenya. And they wanted to work with an orphanage over there for the next 10 days. My daughter started a nonprofit at 14 to help that orphanage. And so she wants to teach them dance and bring them back to the States and take them on tour so they can raise money for the orphanage. The impact of a generation is absolutely amazing. You see, and this good-looking dude right here is my little twin. My name is Alexander. Looks just like his dad. According to my mom, act like me too. So you were feisty, and so was he. You know, but no, he's a good guy. He's the analytical thinker. He wants to be an engineer when he grows up. And that cutie pie right there you see in the corner is my daughter Abigail Jubilee. She's about to turn 7. And believe me, she'll let you know she's about to turn 7. And has green eyes and red hair. I call her my little Christmas tree. And she has one purpose in life, that's to hug and kiss daddy and tell me how special I am. But she talks a lot, and I always say you're going to be the next Oprah Winfrey. The girl never stops talking. But we adopted her when she was 3 days old. And we adopted her when she was 3 days old. And it was one of the greatest moments in our life. And I told my wife that's the fastest delivery you ever made, baby. 3 days. It was easy. So happy is something. So I want you to do something. We're going to do this for like 30, maybe 30 some seconds. Stand on your feet real quick. Everybody stand up. Like, why he got up standing up? I'm not going to make you do jumping jacks or anything. Sometimes I do make you run around the building 10 times. But I want you to understand something, and this is the purpose of one of the primary purposes of my workshop. You're not just impacting a life, you're impacting a generation. So I want you to find 5 people, and I want you to say this to them. Give them a double high five and say, you're a generational transformation expert, baby. Go on, 5 people. Go.